Hey everybody, thanks for joining the webinar today. We're going to begin shortly. Hi everybody and welcome. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Morgan Lee and I work on the business development team here at Tax990. I'm excited to walk you through some of Tax990's latest enhancements that we've introduced to help your filing experience easier, faster, and smoother. In today's session, we'll cover workflow improvements that save you time, new flexibility on how you file, enhancements to branding and communication, and exciting new partnerships and tools. We'll also wrap up with a Q&A, so feel free to drop your questions in the chat as we go. All right, let's get started. As a reminder, we're not tax advisors at Tax990, and we will not be giving tax advice. The new developments that we're going to start with are our multi-unit filer dashboard, our partnership with Protection Plus, and switching filing formats. Okay, we're going to begin with my absolute personal favorite is the multi-unit filer dashboard. If you're filing on behalf of multiple organizations, chapters, or units, this is a brand new solution built especially for you. This is a whole new way of managing filings. The first thing to understand about the Partner Console is that it supports two different ways of managing filing responsibilities across your member units or chapters. They are configured when your partnership is set up in the admin console, and the entire console adapts around whichever model is selected. The two models are central admin-driven filing and an individual member unit-driven filing. Think of it this way. In the central admin model, you are in the driver's seat. You get to send authorization requests, track approvals, and filings on behalf of each unit. In the member unit model, each unit manages its own filing and gives the console, it gives you visibility into what's happening across the board. Regardless of which model your organization uses, every partner console includes the same core toolkit. You'll have a compliance tracker that shows filing statuses at the member unit level. So at a glance, you can see who's filed, who's pending, and who hasn't started yet. There's secure access to the Tax990 application directly from the console, a report section with the ability to export to Excel or CSV, and a credits overview, as well as a centralized activity log that captures every key action taken. All right, let's look at what's exclusive now to the central admin model. There's quite a bit here. Admins can send filing requests to member units, either individually or in bulk. Each request has a tracked status. The statuses include not sent, pending, or approved, so you always know where things stand. Here's the thing to understand about this model. The central admin isn't just coordinating. They're actually doing the filing. Once authorization is in place, the admin accesses the secure Tax990 site directly from the console and submits the return on behalf of the member unit. The unit doesn't even have to touch the application at all. That's kind of the whole point of this model, centralized control from start to finish. All right, in the individual member unit driven model, the relationship between the admin and the member unit looks a little bit different, but that doesn't mean the admin is out of the loop. Admins have full visibility into the filing statuses of every member unit in their network. You can see who's filed, who's in progress, and who hasn't started, all from one place. And when it's time to get things moving, admins can send email reminders directly to member units from the console, so you're not stepping outside the platform to nudge people along. What admins aren't doing in this model is filing on anyone's behalf. Here, member units file their own filings, and they access Tax990 themselves, complete their returns, and submit independently. The console is designed to help support their independence while keeping the admin informed of every step of the way. We're also excited to introduce our Protection Plus partnership. I want to just take a moment to talk about something that goes beyond the filing itself. Submitting the 990 is really just the beginning. What happens after you file matters just as much, and that's where our partnership with Protection Plus comes in. Starting with all 990 returns filed through Tax990 on or after January 1st, 2026. Every accepted return is automatically backed by up to $1 million in professional tax resolution services. You don't need any separate enrollment. There's no extra fees or additional steps. It's just built right in. So what does that mean for your organization? If the IRS sends a notice, raises a question, or initiates an audit related to a return that you filed through Tax990, you have a dedicated team of enrolled agents, CPAs, and credited tax attorneys ready to step in on your behalf. They'll review the notice, explain what it means, help you respond, and where necessary, represent your organization directly before the IRS. And this protection doesn't just cover you at the time of filing, it actually stays active for up to 3 years from the filing date of each eligible return, so you're covered well into the future. If you have questions about what Protection Plus covers for your specific situation, we encourage you to reach out to our support team and they can walk you through each detail. Another exciting enhancement in Tax990 is the ability to switch between interview-based and form-based filing without using your data. Previously, you had to commit to a single format. Now you can start in the format that works best for you and switch once during your filing process while keeping all the information intact. For example, you can begin in interview mode for a guided step-by-step experience, and then you can switch to form-based filing for a more detailed view and return and review of fine-tuning. This enhancement will give you greater flexibility to choose the workflow that fits best for your needs. Whether you prefer guided input or detailed form review, you don't have to worry about losing your data. It's especially helpful for training new staff while using the interview flow when you handle more complex filings in form view and adapting your approach based off of different clients' needs, all while keeping your information intact and consistent. Okay, the next section is going to be on our latest form additions. These will include CA 109, Form 8453, and Form 8911 within the 3800 on the 990T. All right, the CA 109 form. We are excited to share that Tax990 supports California Form 109. This is used for reporting unrelated business income at the state level. If your organization has UBI activities, you can now prepare and file your CA Form 109 directly with the FTB right in Tax990. It is easier to stay compliant with California requirements without needing to manage this separately. This enhancement helps streamline your workflow by keeping both federal and state UBI reporting all in one place. We've also introduced the Form 8453EO signature page. This is for both CA Form 199 and 109. And for those who are not familiar, the 8453EO is the authorization document that officially signs off on an electronically filed return. Up to now, handling that signature for state-level filings required stepping outside the normal workflow. That changes with this release. The signature process is now fully guided and built right into Tax990, so filers can walk through authorization in a clear, step-by-step way without having to manage an outside process. If you're filing CA 199 or CA 109, the experience is now smoother, accurate, and completely contained within Tax990. All right. As we continue to enhance the 990T, we now support Form 8911 within Form 3800 on the 990T. Form 8911 covers the alternative fuel vehicle refueling property credit. So if your organization has invested in qualifying refueling infrastructure, this is how that credit gets captured. It now flows directly into Form 3800 as part of the general business credit calculation on the 990T. This keeps everything consolidated into one place. And the next section is going to be on improved experiences within Tax990. This will include easier onboarding, view and add notes section, the notification system, email customization, and logo and brand customization. So with our onboarding, we've made it much smoother and simpler, especially for new users. With an improved onboarding flow, you're going to be guided step by step through setup. All the key features are introduced, and you get to your first filing faster than ever. For teams bringing on new staff, this means less training and quicker onboarding. And the next section is the view and add notes. It's a simple feature, but it's going to allow you to document important details about a return. And you can also leave notes for other team members that helps you work on each organization. This is a simple addition, but incredibly powerful for collaboration with your team members. We've also introduced a notification system. This will help keep you in the loop at all times. In your Tax990 account, you'll receive alerts for filing status updates, upcoming deadlines, and important system messages. This will ensure you never miss a critical step, and it helps you stay proactive instead of reactive. Email customization. This update may seem small on the surface, but it actually makes a big difference in how your organization is perceived, and that's the email customization. Up to now, emails sent through Tax990 to your clients and team members came from a standard Tax990 email address. With this new enhancement, you can now customize those emails so that they appear to come directly from your organization. This is especially great for CPAs and firms who want to maintain a strong, consistent brand presence in all client communications. It helps build trust, reinforces your professionalism, and ensure that your clients always see communication as coming directly from you and not a third-party system. With our new logo and brand name customization, you can also ensure every email sent to your reviewers and approvers reflects your organization's identity. By simply uploading your logo and setting your brand name, all communication from Tax990 will appear as if they're coming directly from your team. This not only makes your organization instantly recognizable, but it enhances your credibility and improves engagement by creating a personalized, professional experience for your clients and your reviewers. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do a little Q&A. So please feel free to add your questions in the chat, and I'm happy to answer a few. If I don't get to all the questions, don't worry, I will follow up with you right after our webinar with the answers. I'm going to just start with one that I see in here that says, how do we know which filing model, whether it's a central admin or member unit driven, is right for our organization? That's a great question. This is really going to come down to how your organization operates daily. If your central office manages compliance on behalf of your member units and those units aren't expected to interact with the filing process directly, the central admin model is the better fit. But if your member units are more independent and handle their own filings, the member unit driven model gives them that ownership while keeping the admin team informed. This is configured during your partner setup. So if you're unsure, reach out to our support team and we're happy to help you determine the right fit before you get started. Okay. And we have another question. What should we do if we receive an IRS notice on a return that isn't covered by Protection Plus? Well, the first thing you don't want to do is panic. That's exactly what Protection Plus is designed for. You want to contact the support team as soon as you receive the notice, and they'll review the communication and explain your options in plain language. We'll also guide you through the response process, and don't try to handle this on your own. Reach out to us early so we can help manage the time effectively. Do we need technical knowledge to set up the advanced email customization? Absolutely not. It is a self-guided site, and it will kind of just walk you through each step of the customization. You could always reach out to us. We can give you a demo of how to set that up, but it doesn't take a lot of technical knowledge to set that up. And we'll do one more for today. The Form 8453EO update mentions California Form 199 and 109. Does this apply to all states or just California? So the specific update just applies to California state filings. These forms at a state level continue to evolve, and we're committed to expand and support and meet those requirements when they apply. Stay tuned for more future updates as we continue to build through the filing capabilities. All right. And thank you so much for joining us. If you do have any questions, please remember that we do have a live support team here in office, and you can reach us at 704-839-2321, or you can email us at support@tax990.com, and we do have a live chat as well. And you can also find previously recorded webinars on our website as well as our YouTube channel. And thank you so much for joining us today. And I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next time.